Hey YouTube, what's up? Here to tell you a story. I said I was gonna do my first dipping experience ever, so we're gonna go ahead and get that one done today. Sorry I didn't put that up over the weekend. I had a crappy weekend. There's a lot of stuff went on, so we're doing it now. And yeah, and if y'all want to like comment, reply, that kind of thing, feel free to do so. Today I'm going with the lovely Copenhagen Black again, because I just like it that much. There's a lot left in this can. I think I'm going to put a little bit more in. Alright. So, I'm actually going to tell you about two first dipping experiences, because the first one that I had really, it wasn't what got me started. And I went a while after that with before I actually really did start. So the first one was with my friend, and he gave me some he gave me some red seal wintergreen, and this was about January, after I started smoking, so it was like 3 months after I started smoking, roughly. And so that was pretty much, that was my first one, and I got just a tiny little pinch, and it really, I mean, it didn't really stay in very long. I just pretty much had it in, and then like within 3 spits it was completely gone, so I didn't really even get a buzz off of it or anything like that. And the flavor was okay. It was a little bit weird. And then the next one, the one that really actually got me started, I was at state convention with the FFAs, like I said. We couldn't smoke there, so I one of my friends had some Copenhagen Southern Blend, and I was like, hey, can I have some of that? I'll pay you back if you need to. Hold on a second. I need to fix this. Alright. And he was like, sure. So I took just a regular size pinch, pretty much, and threw that in. And then I sat down on the bed. And within about a minute, I started to feel the buzz, and I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. Because most of the time, smoking, it's a head rush, and I mean, this was more of like, oh, you've had like a shot maybe of some type of alcohol. And it was just really calming. I did make mistakes though, and if I hadn't done it previously, probably wouldn't have picked it back up. But one of the biggest problems was I didn't quite know how to control like where it was. I mean, I just had it right in the very front, and like I didn't keep it together, so like go everywhere, and I swallowed probably a lot of it. I swallowed a lot of it, and I mean, I've always had a strong stomach, so no, I didn't throw up, thankfully, but it did make me sick to my stomach, and I was for a while there fighting it, thinking, oh god, I'm about to have to run into the bathroom. But no, I never threw up or anything like that. It just kind of I was kind of sick to my stomach and all that, but I kind of towards the end got it down, but it was at that point really hard to keep it together because it was small, and most of you know once it gets really small, it's really hard to keep it in one controlled area. So at that point it was kind of like, well, crap. So that was my first dipping experience, and because it was in for probably about 40 minutes before we went to bed, but I like stumbled into the restroom to go spit it out. It was pretty funny. They were laughing at me, but I mean, it wasn't as bad as most people when they have their first time, their first dip, if they haven't been smoking first, because I was already used to nicotine, just not that long a period of nicotine. So yeah, I kind of just stumbled into the restroom, and they were laughing at me. It was pretty funny. And then after that, I had it down. It really didn't even make me sick or anything like that. And by now, I mean, I almost always have one in. It's like, I'll get up, eat breakfast, throw it in, and switch them out throughout the day. But I mean, unless I'm eating or sleeping, I don't have one in. And I do know people that sleep with one in. I couldn't do that. I'd swallow it, and that would be bad. But yeah, I know people who sleep with one in. I just think that's I mean, to each his own, but I couldn't do that. But that was my first dipping experience, and I mean, to anybody who knows the different brands, you know, Copenhagen isn't the best one to start on, but you know. So that's pretty much the whole story on that. And I'll the next video that I'm planning on, unless it's more of turning Matty Country, because I think that those are pretty funny. But the next one that I'm going to do will be how to start. And I'm not telling you, like, I'm not going to be, I mean, I guess I'll kind of run through it a little bit, but I'm not going to be like, you take the pinch and no, I'm going to be like, what brands to start on and stuff like that, so you don't wind up getting really sick and turning yourself off of it. And then I'll make some tips. I'll do some tips and stuff like that on like where to go from there, from my experiences with it. And yeah, I'm one of those who will do research on stuff, and I have done research on this and looked into how to get a little bit creative with it. For instance, I can make my own chew now. I've done that every now and again. It's cheaper. I've made a couple batches on my own, and but for the most part I'll just buy Red Man or something like that. But if I feel like if I'm bored or something like that, and I feel like getting a little bit creative, I'll go ahead and make some. But so yeah, that was my video for that one. And tell me if y'all think I'm getting better at this or not. I don't know. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all later, and peace.